Hello everyone, Rambles here, and welcome back to World of Warcraft, The War Within, and our Night Elf Warlocks leveling campaign. Thank you guys very much for joining me today. Really do appreciate it. Hope everybody is doing well. We are picking things up out of Menethil Harbor today. We're going after 10 Harbor Shredfin Sharks. And we need 5 meaty crawler claws, because in the flood here, people are hungry. It looks like we're going right over this way for both sharks and crawlers. Very convenient. And so is underwater breathing. There we go. Alright, that is all the meat and all the sharks. Let's fly back. Turn these in and see what's next. Claws from the Deep. Collect Gobbler's head from Gobbler and slay 12 bluegill murlocs of any kind. And reclaiming the goods. So a couple of recycled vanilla quests. We have one demonology talent point. Grimoire Felguard. Summons a Felguard who attacks the target for 17 seconds that deals 125% increased damage. This Felguard will stun and interrupt. So is that like an additional Felguard on top of the permanent Felguard that we already have out? Felguard deals 20% more damage and takes 10% less damage. Sounds good. Shadow Bolt and Demon Bolt deal 2% additional damage per demon you have summoned. I mean, all of these talents are very good. The spec trees tend to always be good. So many talents, you basically feel like you want all of them, but you're kind of forced to pick and choose and specialize, and that's exactly how a talent tree should feel. Now, if only the moment-to-moment gameplay while leveling up was challenging enough that a lot of those choices mattered. Because they do feel like they're significant choices, and they're always interesting choices, but, you know, while you're leveling up, the content's so easy that they don't really matter too much. A lot of it is stuff that won't matter until you are doing endgame content. And that's if you ever do endgame content. Not everybody chooses to engage heavily in the endgame, so... They're working on some new technology for Legion Remix that's going to allow players to select their open world difficulty. Very similar to how you would in a game like Diablo or a lot of ARPGs that have done this for years, where you select your world difficulty, and that determines not only the challenge but the rewards, the amount of XP and gold and stuff that you get from mobs. Really looking forward to that. I think Retail WoW could be an amazing game if you could crank the difficulty of it all the way up while you're out in the open world solo. Well, that's not Gobbler, but it's a rare spawn called Two Toes. Let's go grab him. And there's Gobbler. They must be buddies. Kind of hanging out together. Ah, that's right. We had a breadcrumb to go talk to First Mate Snellig. And he wants us to kill 5 cursed sailors and 5 cursed marines. And now we have to go retrieve the key from the strong box on the other ship over here. I'm really not sure what it's pointing us to. Oh, maybe there's something under the deck. Yeah, it looks like we have to go further below deck. Here we go. Alright, that's everything turned in. Let's head back. Alright, let's go ahead and vendor. Let's also equip any upgrades that we've gotten from quests. Like this guy right here. Looks like he's an upgrade. That's kind of like a side grade. That is a robe upgrade. Finally a bit of a change of look for us. Alright, and with that done, weirdly, we don't have any breadcrumbs. Cataclysm is typically really good at giving you breadcrumbs to these other areas. I wonder if they broke some stuff in retail. Because yeah, maybe this quest here we go. Maybe I spoke too soon. We do have a new quest that popped up here at the front of the keep. Let's go investigate that. I'm hoping that'll send us off to one of the other questing hubs so we can do this place in the intended order. Speak with Shalai Slab Chisel at Swiftgear Station north of Menethil Harbor. Okay. That's our breadcrumb, it looks like. Kill 8 Highland Raptors of any kind. Collect 6 wobbling raptor eggs. And collect 10 marshy crocolisk hides from wetland crocolisk. Alright. Looks like we could basically head out in any direction here. We have a rare spawn up ahead, Horror Jaw. Actually, he's not a rare spawn, he's for a quest. Let's maybe hold off on killing him until we have the quest. Lots of dead raptors around here. I wonder if there was another player nearby, or if those raptors just happened to be dead for no reason. Alright, we're headed back out. This time we're looking for 7 Swiftgear gizmos and 8 Ironforge ingots. Oh, and Horror Jaw. Collect Horror Jaw's hide. Okay. Hopefully he's still alive and well and hanging out over here in the pond. Yeah, there he is. Okay, she's got a few more quests. Dark Iron Trappers. Kill 10 Dark Iron Trappers. Pretty self-explanatory. And Gnoll Escape. Obtain Trappers keys from Dark Iron Trappers and use them to free 6 Gnolls. Okay. Not really sure why we're suddenly helping the Gnolls after we were just murdering them, but alright. I will do it for the XP. And that is level 31. Ritual of Doom begins a ritual that sacrifices a random participant to summon a Doom Guard. I don't want to sacrifice a random participant, thank you though. Okay. Increase attack speed of your primary pet. That sounds really powerful. Let's go with that. Increase all damage done by your pet also seems really powerful. Let's go with that. There we go. 2 buffs to the pet in 1 tier. Alright, so if we help the Gnolls, we're gonna have to kill them. So let's try to fight the trappers that are not engaged in combat. And let's leave the ones in combat alone. We have a rare spawn here. Let's go ahead and tag him. Rufus Darkshot. And we could also start popping open some of these cages. Slay Yorla Dark Snare. Alright, and that is the only follow-up. So let's go get that done really fast. And it looks like we're being sent on to the next outpost, which is going to be to the southeast of us here. I do like the way they staged this in Cataclysm. The wetlands may be one of the few zones that maybe I like this more than I liked original wetlands. I really like having different outposts. It's a really big zone. And so the different outposts and the flight points really help out. Collect 10 fossilized bones from living fossils. It's like a night at the museum up in here. And kill 7 Paleolithic elementals. And collect 6 archaeologist tools. Let's talk to the general goods and see about vendoring all of our junk. $43 int and 11 stamina sword. Yeah, I think that we absolutely need this. I don't know where we got that from. And I don't really know why it has 43 int on it, but yeah, I'm not going to argue. 20 stam, 13 int, haste and versatility. Yeah, let's equip that as well. Oh, there we go. That's a cool, like, tunic look for us. I appreciate the tunic and trousers look on my casters. Very nice. Alright, that is everything in the area here. Let's get these turned in. Slay Gorfax, Angerfang, and 16 Dragon Maw orcs. That's a lot of orcs. And those are some new pants. Alright, I'll tell you guys what, I'm going to take a break right here for today. Next time, we will head a little bit further to the east, and we will start taking on the Angerfang Dragon Maw orcs over here. And then it looks like we have a few more breadcrumbs before we are done with this area, so I'm excited to see what's next. Thank you guys very much for joining me on our retail adventures today. If you're digging the series, leaving a like on the video really helps me out immensely, and I really appreciate those that do. Until next time, take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other, and we will see you back in Azeroth again very soon. Bye for now.